Hello, JDs and gentlemen. My name's Exif. And if you saw my last video, you would know I got a lot of comments. Listen, okay? People saying, oh, Renegade Raider is not exclusive. They never said it would be exclusive. See, like, look at this blog post. It says it isn't exclusive. And this right here is one of the biggest misconceptions of this entire community. Now, I want to make it extremely clear. That last video was mainly a joke. I really don't care, like, at all. But today I'm going to show you two things. One, why Renegade Raider was exclusive and how they just went behind their back on that, and how they're going to do it again with the Battle Pass. Spoiler alert. Now you can get mad because it's going to affect you now. So without further ado, let's prove why Renegade Raider never should have returned. Back in October of 2017, Fortnite released a blog post which showed their new season system for Season 1. And if you don't know, this was the old leveling system for Chapter 1 that stayed all the way through Season X. There were only a couple of rewards. You got a banner, which I have, and a glider called the Mako glider, which I also have. And it details those in the blog post. However, at the bottom it says, these rewards will no longer be available at the end of the season, but may return at a later date. A lot of people took this as everything that's in Season 1, but we're specifically talking about those two rewards, and this is true. Back in 2018, Mako Glider did come out in the shop for a period of time, and then it got removed again. This is where I have no complaints. They clearly stated on their blog post that it would come out again, and it did. However, a lot of people are misconstruing that with the season shop. And the season shop is not the item shop. So around the time of Season 1's drop, they also made a blog post for the season shop. However, in this, there is not one line that says anything about its exclusivity, whether it's going to go away or if it's going to stay. However, the implication of a season shop would be anything that you get in the season shop won't come back because it's no longer that season. And I believe this is the loophole that they use to justify bringing it back now, since we're in Chapter 1, Season 1. But you may be thinking, okay, it doesn't say that it's not going to come back, so why can't they just bring it back in the item shop? Well, that's where I get you. Because back in 2017, when they wanted to give us a news section, we didn't have the news section that we have today, or even of later in Chapter 1. In fact, in Season 1, it was just a little text box that showed up whenever you logged in for the first time. So in version 1.8.2, they extended Fort Nightmares, but that's not the important part. There's two things here. Number one, they released the season shop on the same day as the Bush item. Sound familiar? But also, right here, check out the newly opened season shop, an exclusive store filled with limited time gliders, outfits, and pickaxes. We're gonna note two things here, one exclusive and limited time. Now the definition of exclusive means restricted or limited to the person, group, or area concerned. Essentially, in this context, meaning you can only buy it during this time and no other time. That's what exclusive means. This is the same word that they use for the battle passes. So, if they can get around this loophole with exclusive, because it's during Chapter 1, Season 1, they can do the same thing. You may be wondering, okay, so why didn't they bring back the battle pass from back then? And the main reason is because there wasn't one. They came up with one. They created an entirely new one with remixed characters of the very things they released 3 weeks later. So now everyone that left a comment saying she wasn't exclusive, there was no proof that she was exclusive, or that they were in the item shop, you can simply apologize now. I'm joking, you don't have to apologize, but just know I was right. Now if you were someone that didn't play back then, you're probably wondering, okay, why should I care? Let's say you started in Season 5. Well, if you completed the entire Battle Pass, got all the styles, got everything, you would have all of these skins. But because Battle Passes were exclusive back then, there was no way to obtain these items after the season ended. This is where things get interesting, because if they used the loophole for Renegade Raider because it's Chapter 1, Season 1, why can't they do the exact same thing for Battle Passes because it is Chapter 1, Season 2, or Chapter 1, Season 5? The answer is, they can, and they will. In fact, I'm willing to bet a lot of money that they will. You sincerely have to be very, very naive to say, hey, it was exclusive. They said it was exclusive. It's not coming back. But Renegade Raider could come back because they never said it was exclusive. Well, now that I've proven that it has, and they use the exact same word for all of the battle passes, which, by the way, was a massive selling point for these battle passes, they can do that now. And this in lies the problem. Most people that played during Season 1 and bought Renegade Raider, there's not very many of them today. In fact, I'm one of the very few that still remain. However, there are a lot more people that still play the game that played during Chapter 1. And we're going all the way through Season X, which I'm pretty sure is supposed to happen like next November or something like. I could definitely be wrong, but a lot of people are just writing off the battle passes. Hey, they can't bring them back. Okay, they have proven using the exact restriction, exclusive, that they can do just that. And let's just have like a serious conversation at this point. Are a lot of people going to care that these items come back? Not necessarily. In fact, I might be happy because back in Chapter 2, Season 2, I never finished my battle pass. I never got Black Knight. I only got about a quarter of the way through the battle pass. So I don't even have Sparkle Specialist, for example. There's a lot of things that I'm missing from the Chapter 1 battle pass saga. So truthfully, I would like to get some of those items. However, I wanted those items in the first place because they were exclusive. And now we see the revolving door issue. Like I said, is it a huge deal? Not necessarily. But when you open it up to the hundreds of thousands more players, possibly millions more players that joined at some point during Chapter 1, bought a battle pass because they said they would never come back, and then anywhere from 5 to 6 years later, it comes back, people are going to be slightly annoyed. And that's going to be it for me. If you've made it this far into the video, please hit that like button, subscribe. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.